The Elite Wrestling Initiative, for over 8 years, the innovative force in North Dakota wrestling entertainment.
This is what we do.
Well, basically, I was put in another one-on-one contest with one of the appetizers of the Elite Wrestling Initiative, also known as Alexander Chance Evans, also known as Ace. I basically decided to take control at the very beginning, throwing him around, destroying him, take him to the post, stairs, wherever. Had a manager to help me if needed be. I haven't really worked with a manager before, so having him out there just as an extra little boost just in case Ace got one on me for a second. If I needed help, he was there for me. So I really didn't need him. But when Ace would get a little bit of an advantage, pull him out, take care of him for me, so at least I could stay and breathe and be like, all right, time to get right back on it. It's really nice, especially when you're being a bad guy, you can do whatever you want as long as you don't just get disqualified. So you can wrench his arm while he's holding the rope, you can call the 5, or you could distract the ref, take off some tape, choke him. You could do basically whatever, you just can't get caught. Whereas if you're a face, you have to really watch what you do, and you got to get the crowd pumping. For as a heel like me, I don't give a crap what the crowd thinks. So it's just, I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna cheat to win if I have to, I'm gonna get that victory, 1, 2, 3, either way.
Hello everyone, and welcome to EWI Excel. I am Mercer Sage. We have a new way of how we're doing things here in the EWI, but you're about to learn all about it here on this edition of EWI Excel. And here we go, Matthias, the EWI original here, and it looks like he's got himself a manager. We haven't seen him with a manager before, so this should be interesting. This should be an interesting dynamic for these two. Matthias, a very strong-willed individual, a very powerful character in and of himself, and so he's not exactly one person that needs a manager. So we should see how this dynamic works. Will he be able to utilize the manager well is the question. So I'm very interested in finding out, and I hope you guys are too. So let's find out. Let's see how this works here at EWI Epidemic 2020. And of course, named for the COVID-19 pandemic going on right now. Of course, you will see here in Purgatory, we don't have a crowd here per se. You might hear some crowd noises that are being made by our fellow wrestlers that are watching this event. But of course, we are not allowing a lot of spectators in, or any spectators in at this moment. So we hope that you are still entertained in watching this show here, EWI Epidemic 2020. And here he comes, Alexander Chance Evans, better known as Ace. And he is from Bismarck, North Dakota, another EWI original here, trained right here in the halls, or in the walls, under the roof of Purgatory, if you will, in this gym here. This man started out here in Purgatory, and he has made a name for himself here in the EWI, and we shall see these two compete here, and a great follow-up there, and Matthias going Following up with some shoulder tackles there in the corner, in the breadbasket there. And a knee there. And good suplex there in the middle of the canvas. And now, Matthias starting off right away arguing with the referee. That's a good way to start things off, is getting a contentious relationship with your referee in terms of establishing your characters here in professional wrestling or in the EWI in general. So we shall see how this works. Ace working up and follows up with a good splash in the corner. And another clothesline in the corner now. And Ace looks like he's getting ready and preparing for another one and another charge. And he wisely moved out of the way. And it looks like Matthias took the corner with his head, which is an interesting way to take that. I must say that was an interesting choice on Matthias' part. And here we go, and more tackles into the breadbasket area of Ace. And Matthias arguing again with the referee. Great segue for the next spot. And another choke there onto Ace. Grabbing his hair. Good. Oh, that was actually looked like a painful knee into the breadbasket area, or the solar plexus, I should say. Not exactly the best way to deliver a knee. You should actually turn your knee to the side and give him the fleshy area. Probably go into that more later. And a great armbar here. Wonderful technique here. Great for a bigger man to put his weight on him. He don't really need to put a lot of weight on him in terms of the size to make this a beautiful hold. Ace working his way up to his knees, getting the base underneath him. Working up. Great. Ooh, nice shot. You can hear that all the way up here, so that works. Ooh, another shot to the rib cage. Little off the mark on that, but it works for me. And then here we go into the ropes. Ooh, a clothesline shot there. And Ace goes down. And that's what we always like. We like physical matches that you can hear those shots. Everybody loves that when they tune in to a wrestling match. Good feel out of the corner. And out of the ring rolls Ace. And here we go, another argument ensuing with referee and Matthias. And the manager going right at it. John Davidson attacking Ace on the outside. This is perfect heel moment. Not just for John Davidson, but definitely for Matthias. And a good shot to the ribs there. I think Ace should probably drop a little bit there to sell it a little better. But then here comes Matthias out, and right into the ring post there. That was an excellent setup there for him. I guess now I understand there was a method behind Ace's madness. I'm not going down into the. Oh, that was that one hurt. Oh man, I could hear it all the way. Ouch! Ow! You know, those ring post spots. I always they never cease to amaze me, folks. Every time I see a wrestler pull that off, it always makes me cringe when they do it just right. And Matthias did that one right. Perfect sell. Interesting shot there. Little uncomfortable in pulling off that shot. You can tell the two of them on that one, and that's okay. Ace selling it like a champ. And here we go with a cover, a count, and a good getting the shoulder up on that one. One way that they could have covered on that last spot is Ace could have kicked out with more authority. But here we go with a crank on the armbar. Matthias obviously showing off his power. Pulling back on the fingers, definitely showcases some painful hold. Shows off that it's a painful hold right there. So I definitely enjoy that hold. I enjoy painful wrestling holds. It just looks great. Very picturesque in my eyes. And a chop right across the chest there. Knife edge chop there by Matthias onto Ace. You can tell Mr. Matthias is not exactly comfortable with using knife edge chops there. That's okay. You can tell that Ace is definitely comfortable with taking that turnbuckle to the head. And wonderful with those eyes rolled back and dropping to the canvas. And the count. And Matthias going back to arguing with the referee, and this is an excellent psychological move between these two. These two just are showcasing some great chemistry between them. This is a wonderful moment in showing not just Matthias's character, but even the referee, showing him a little bit in his authority figure. And here we go, John Davidson attacking Ace once again. This is a wonderful heel moment there, and down goes Ace on the outside, and out comes Matthias to clean up the mess that John Davidson has created for him. And there we go. Back into the corner. I'm not entirely sure I would have done that, but that's not a bad idea, I guess. Here we go. Matthias is going to take the count now. Utilizing his manager to take a count. Get a little rest out there. Works for me. Definitely makes him more dislikable. And a nice shot there to the red basket. Good elbows delivered there. Good shot to the corner. And as I mentioned, Ace is comfortable with taking the corner. Matthias is just as comfortable with taking it. It was an interesting follow back and a callback to what Ace did earlier. You could tell these two must have planned that spot very well. Unfortunately, I think that it doesn't play well with size differential. But in any which case, excellent storytelling on their part. You can tell with the callback. They definitely had something in mind there. Here we go with a nice chin lock there. Reverse chin lock. And then here we go with the referee, or the manager once again trying to push the rope in to help Matthias. It's excellent psychology there. And then we got pounding onto the head. Great technique there. Ace working Matthias back to his feet. Not exactly sure if that's a smart idea, but then we got a reverse here and got a little discombobulated there. Going back to the spot again. I'm not sure I would have done that, but there we go. And a good shoulder tackle there. Should have attacked the ropes immediately after that. Leapfrog again. What do we got coming in? A reverse elbow. Cover 1, 2, and I'm sure that there are some critics out there that are going to say that Matthias probably shouldn't have taken the bump for little Ace on that, but I would say that the way that it worked in terms of momentum was well planned on their part. Probably could have been executed a little better, but I think it was definitely well planned, and a nice delivery on the elbows. Wonderful jump on. I love that kind of sell. Whenever somebody pulls that off. Oh, that's an excellent jump through. Matthias having his back turned. This should be a great setup. And then the manager there. We need to get it. Oh, good shot there. That was wonderful. And deliver the shoulder right there over it. Oh, a wonderful DDT onto Matthias, crawling over the count. 2, and a good display of power on that kick out in terms of Matthias. And here we go. Ace jumping right back on him, not wanting to lose the momentum of his comeback, so to speak. Ooh, good forearm shot. Another forearm shot. We go off the ropes. Another duck. And another duck. Off the ropes again. And a good clothesline spot. Here we go. Good reverse elbow. Here we go now. Up. And Matthias calling the referee over. That was a great distraction. Oh, good elbow delivery, or good knee delivery, into the breadbasket. And Ace pointing at the manager, might be a foreshadow. Yes, definitely a foreshadowing of some sort, and definitely pulling him out. Oh yeah, that was great. Here we go. Matthias pulling him up by the hair. Oh, wonderful! And that's going to do it right there. Interesting power move right there by Matthias.
I told you he was my gold boy. Keep your mouth.
There's your winner, Matthias. They say he's from your girl's dream. And well, he's definitely made Ace's nightmares here today. And let's take a look at what happened in this matchup. This was a great maneuver, wasn't it? And here we go, attacking him, and bam! Right on top of his head. That was a great DDT. Another look at that. Slingshotting over the top rope. Wonderful. Catching him right on there, and down there. Good pop-up on the behalf of Matthias. And then he goes over, gets the cover, and here we go with the finish. Up, and down with that double choke slam power, sit out power bomb finish. There we go again. Up, and down. It was a great finish. It's a great manager distraction. To a power finish that cleaned up an imperfect match on behalf of Matthias. But this is a wonderful opportunity for Matthias, and there will be another one here in the EWI for that man right there.
Me being as big as I am, I'm going to be as cocky as I want to. I'm going to taunt the crowd. I'll be like, this kid, too easy. I could shoulder tackle him once, he's on the ground. I could clothesline him once, his head's taken off. I can get almost a 3 count just with a clothesline. I could pick him up, I could catch him. If he's doing a big move, I could catch him, throw him behind my back like he's nothing, like he's trash. And the crowd will boo me, and I could just feed into that anger from the crowd, and I can do even worse things to really get the crowd to just despise Matthias. It's very nice because then I get to show myself off as a, hey, I'm a big dude, I'm a strong dude, I'm gonna throw you around. And the little people, the little guys, they like to show that they get to do the more high-flying stuff. Whereas I'm bigger, I don't do high-flying stuff. I don't jump off the top rope. I can catch them if they jump off the top rope. So it's like strength versus agility. So being the bigger guy and being able to show off myself and my strength and my abilities as a big dude versus doing anything a little person can do, it's pretty cool. Getting him multiple suplexes, getting to work on those was nice. And then I'd have to say, getting towards the ending with his comeback was nice. It gave him a little bit of a reprieve or a hope spot as well, and then I just took it right away from him. I could grab him by his hair, yank him up into the air like I've got full control, show my strength, plant him.
And welcome back here on Excel. And as you can hear the music, it definitely is making the booming sound for our EWI Initiative Champion. That is Daredevl, Derrik Fury. Our former EWI Epic Champion, of course the longest reigning EWI Epic Champion at 1,085 days. An impressive feat of any EWI champion in our company's history. But for that man, it is unbeatable. 1,085 days. Of course, our current Epic Champion, the Heartthrob, Jaden Roller, is definitely going to take a stab at trying to accomplish that same feat. And he will be in action next week on Excel. And we will see if he can handle his opponent. But until then, our Initiative Champion has his hands full with the newcomer in Justexciting, who is coming from the West Coast. Justexciting is coming as part of the Coalition of Champions, led by the franchise player Bad Blood, who definitely has some bad blood with Derrik Fury. So of course, you know that he pulled for this match. And he definitely got that match.
Weighing 155 pounds, just exciting!
And there he is, Just Exciting, right alongside his Coalition of Champions leader, the franchise player, Bad Blood, bringing his championship belt, which, by the way, I did not give him permission to bring here. He is bringing that of his own volition. I do not know which title that is supposed to represent. We do not recognize the AIWF or whatever company that title belt is supposed to represent.
He gonna finish the job that I started on Derrik Fury last time I was here. He gonna murder him tonight.
Of course, Justexciting's mask. I'm told it's from some less than reputable stores. I come to learn that recently. Not entirely sure why he chose to wear it, but I guess that's between him and whoever he decided to purchase that from. But that is the title that is on the line, the EWI Initiative Championship belt. Of course, title belts are, as my trainees would attest to, I like to call them nothing more than props. And that's not a term you will hear me use too often here in our broadcasts. But I decided that I will use that term tonight in order to let everyone know that the days of kayfabe are over here in the EWI, and we are entering a new world in the Elite Wrestling Initiative. A world of, shall we call it, worker entertainment. We will be starting to go the way of new terms in the Elite Wrestling Initiative. Terms such as one-on-one competition will no longer be used so much anymore. We're trying to get away from terms like competition or competitors, as this is not a competition. These are two workers working together to achieve a goal, and that goal is entertainment for you, the fans. And exactly what they're going to do. And with that lockup right there, into the corner, and they are definitely working hard. Straight out the gate, with a break. And Derrik Fury looks like he is favored that shoulder a little bit. That shoulder that he's broken in the past. Try not to let it bother him too much as he locks up once again with Justexciting. And into the corner is Derrik Fury once again with Justexciting as they have a clean break. Justexciting, our resident heel here in this match. And of course, Derrik Fury, the babyface of babyfaces, the former face of the company. As I mentioned earlier, he is the longest reigning EWI Epic champion in the history of this company. And so, as the former face of the company, he is definitely the babyface to beat all babyfaces. And what happens when you do that? Well, you got to get a strong heel, and Justex is definitely that. One of the strongest heels that we have seen in a long time enter EWI. Nice lock up there, and we got right into a wrist lock. headbutt into the wrist. Not entirely sure what that accomplishes, but it definitely looks painful from here. Holding his arm down with his foot. And a stomp right there on the canvas. And a stomp on the chest. And a stomp on the other wrist. And a stomp on the ankle. So this would be the Randy Orton spot, as I call it. One of my least favorite spots in all of professional wrestling, because it doesn't exactly make a lot of sense. I am of one of the schools of methods that when you pick a limb, you stick to it. And as you can see, he's going to a completely different limb after that spot. It has nothing to do with what he just did. And now, stomping on a knee, or both knees rather, again, not choosing a limb to stick to, which, and there we go. Now he's made a solid choice, right onto the throat, and choking Derrik Fury in the corner. Now that is a solid heel choice, if I would ever say so myself. And grabbing him by the ears, pick him up, and set him into the corner. And a reversal. And a follow-up, and a move, and a kick right into the chest, dropping Derrik Fury into the lower part of the corner. And now, sending him into the corner. And follow-up, and a roll to a monkey flip. Now, I don't understand the roll. I always feel the roll takes away the momentum of a move, especially when you're going into something like a monkey flip. I'm not entirely sure what that roll was. It's just a flashy move. But then again, with a name like Justexciting, I guess that's the point. Is all flash. So I guess it works for the character. And here we go now. Front face lock to a suplex. Beautiful snap suplex right there. And a cover. Not a legal count, I might add. The referee counted that. Here in the EWI, we have a rule that we follow that's called legal pinning combinations. And in terms of legal pinning combinations, you have to have the majority of your weight on the chest of your opponent. And as you can see there, Justexciting didn't have the majority of his weight on his chest. You need to do that before you can do that. You can no cocky pins here in the EWI. This is a rule that sometimes is followed in Japan. And we follow that here. And a roll up and a count, and not even a 2 count, and follows up with a double axe. Great follow up on that. And a beautiful slow wind up on that arm. And here we go. Scissors the arms, and oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the 3/4 Nelson. I like that lock. That's a beautiful wrestling hold right there. I would call that sexy. Locking it up and wrenching the hold, it looks like. Beautiful. Oh, and now look at this. Water. Yes. Even water pumping it. It's a beautiful move. That's a beautiful taunt right there. Now that's a great heel move there, and then following up with some rage hits there. That's a beautiful heel move there. I love that.
Say hello to your new top guy. What? You heard me. You stop. You're going to blows.
And a cover. And a count. And a kick out by Derrik Fury. There. It's an interesting character choice on the part of Justex with the rage mixed in. And a beautiful inside-out bump there. Look at the athleticism of a Justexciting. I love that. Not enough credit is given to the people that that have to pull off these incredible feats of athleticism to make their opponents look good. And that is exactly why I decided to do this new style of EWI, so I get to give credit where credit is due, and Justexciting deserves exactly that kind of credit. on that inside out bump. It was a beautiful move. I enjoy it. And Derrik Fury up on the turnbuckle now, having to switch sides. It looks like, and there we go, getting tossed off by Bad Blood. And followed up with some stomps there. I'm of the school of thought of less is more, especially when you're a big guy beating on a smaller dude, such as Justex is doing there. Justex was using less stomps to beat on the smaller body of Derrik Fury. It works better. In terms of that kick right there, that's more effective. And here comes Ace, saving his partner and friend, and Derrik Fury. And out goes Bad Blood with the powder, like any classic heel.
Really, the scrap. No, let's get out of here. No, let's go. It's Bad Blood. What? Since you want to interfere in their match,
Welcome back, everybody, and as you can see right here, they just started up a tag team matchup between Derrik Fury and Ace, and Justexciting and Bad Blood, and now we're going to take a look at what happened in the previous match, and look at that inside-out bump. Beautiful move with Justexciting taking that beautiful bump there. And then we're taking a look at how the last match concluded. Derrik Fury going up on the turnbuckle, only for Bad Blood to knock him off straight onto his back. Unbelievable. And then put the boots like Dylan Wood, instituting the disqualification that would cost Justexciting his rightful place at proclaiming the Initiative Championship, allowing Derrik Fury to retain the EWI Initiative Championship. And here we go. Back on live action here with Justexciting tagging in Bad Blood, the franchise player here in the EWI. He's ready for some action here against Derrik Fury. These two have a history here in the EWI and tagging out right away. Not quite ready to tango with the Initiative Champion. And Justexciting staring down the man he could not defeat here earlier tonight. Ooh, nice forearm shot there. Ooh, and a beautiful forearm shot. And another one. Another one right there again. Nice reverse elbow. Wow, that's a beautiful elbow. And a count. And Fury gets the shoulder up. Tagging in the franchise player. And here we go. It looks like we're going to get ourselves a tag team maneuver here. Ooh, that looked devastating right there. And we don't see a lot of tag team action here in the EWI. So it is very refreshing to see some tag team action, and definitely a tag team maneuver such as that. It's not just in EWI you don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of it in professional wrestling in general. So it's refreshing to see it out there in the business all together. And it's very nice that we can see it showcased here in the EWI. Bad blood now. With the forearm shot to the top of the foot. Not exactly sure what that's supposed to do. And a beautiful heel tactic there with the clap and signifying the tag to the partner while the referee is turned. It's a move that's not practiced too often in the wrestling world today. Definitely lacking, I think, in the world, and it's definitely one that should be utilized, I think, a lot more. It's definitely sorely missed in terms of my fandom, anyways. And I think that it definitely needs to come back a lot more and be used a lot more. So kudos to Bad Blood and Justexciting for using these kind of tactics here in the EWI. Ooh, a nice shot there. Derrik Fury laid out on the apron. Justexciting. On the apron. And they are working, getting Ace all excited about coming in. And there he is with a somersault senton onto Derrik Fury. We're setting up for a second one here. And another one right onto the body of Derrik Fury, leaving him in a prone state. And then a taunt right onto Ace, getting him riled up, ready for seemingly getting him ready for a hot tag, which is definitely great psychology. And he misses on the third one. Classic villain action here. You got to enjoy that. Perfect psychology here, and it looks like we're crawling over for a seemingly hot tag, and he quick leap over. In comes Justexciting, and some forearm shots there. Off the turnbuckle. Ooh, a beautiful clothesline there in the corner. And now Ace going back to the corner, and a somersault bomb in the corner. And a cover, a count. Oh, and a beautiful ring awareness there by Bad Blood to pull him off of his partner. Oh, a swing and a miss there by Bad Blood. And a thumb to the eye by Justexciting, sending Ace to the corner. A knee shot into the gut. Beautiful suplex there. You know, the suplex is one of those underestimated moves. I just think it's a very beautiful maneuver in all of professional wrestling when done correctly. And I just can't get enough of them when they are picturesque, just as that was by Justexciting. And a tag to Bad Blood, franchise player, and a leg drop to the arm of Alexander Chance Evans, followed up by a stomp. So they have chosen their limb to work on in terms of Ace. Here we go, another shot at the clothesline in the corner. And another look at it. Ooh, that's a good shot right there. And then here's another shot at the suplex. Nice, beautiful, beautiful look at that. And another one. Yes, I love that. Great looking move there. And we're back. Live action here. And off. And oh, right onto his elbow. And Ace really, you could learn something from that. Not a lot of wrestlers come back from taking a bump like that. So definitely learn to all those that are students of the game. Definitely don't bump like that, because some people can break their arm like that. And curb stomp, not utilized here in the EWI too often, but one thing I do love about long hair is that sell that Ace just gave there, and flipping his head back like that was a beautiful move on his part, and the look in his eye was just brilliant. Love that. And here we go, Justexciting, lifting him up. And what are we going to see here? And oh, a beautiful cartwheel. That's a beautiful move right there. Love that shot. Here we go. Oh, and then knocking Derrik Fury off the apron. Which is great tag team work there. And here we go. It looks like we're going to get a tag team finish here. And, oh, down goes Ace. Here we go with a cover. I'll count. That's going to be it right there. And out goes Ace. And here we go. There are your winners. The franchise player, Bad Blood. And, of course, Justexciting. Showing what it's like to be a real tag team here in the Elite Wrestling Initiative. And Ace down, and in comes Derrik Fury hugging his friend here in EWI.
That's why we're the best. That's it.
Let's take a look at how this match came to a close. Take a look at this beautiful fireman's carry cartwheel shot. Beautiful. Beautiful move right there. Another look at it from another angle. Great athleticism on the part of Justexciting. And here we go with that tag team finish. Looks like a form of a stunner and an arm bar, or an arm breaker. And the count. And the did in Alexander Chance Evans. They will live to fight another day as he feels that he let down his good buddy Derrik Fury. That's going to do it for us here on Excel for this edition of Epidemic 2020. We'll see you next week on Excel.
Well, when I'm at, like, let's say I'm working at my current job, I work at a Pepsi warehouse. When stuff goes off the rails there, it's just, that's beyond my control. I can't control it. I just let what happens, and then my managers will fix it. Whereas I'm in the ring and something goes off the rails, I have to be the one to fix it. I have to be the one to focus and be like, okay, what can we do, whatever. So when you're in a different field of work and you have a manager, that's a different story because that's on them. Whereas you're in the ring and something goes wrong, that's on you and your partner. So then you got to work together to bring it back to a solid match. I also play semi-pro football for the Fargo Invaders. So I do that, I work at the warehouse, I just got a security job, and I professionally wrestle. I'm on the offensive line, so I have to protect my quarterback. So when I'm in the ring, I have to protect my partner. So it's just something I'm used to, is I'm just used to protecting people. And with my security job, I got to protect people from, you know, bad people in the bar. So it's just, on the football field, we won the Northern Elite Football League Championship last year. And that was a big win for us. So this year, hopefully, we'll go back to the championship and defend. Whereas in the professional wrestling world, I would like to eventually win myself a championship, and hopefully I can get there one day, and I can defend it just like I did in football.